welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about something as we prepare, although it's still several months away and we still have the holiday season to get through and there's still a lot of life left in 2019. As we prepare to enter 2020, I want to talk about your annual overview and little things you can do to make it that much better. So if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the fun. And if you're returning, welcome back. Cannot wait to see you here again today with me. Looking forward to showing you today's video. So let's get started. Okay, so as most of you know, or many of you may know, I am getting my Glam Girl amped up. I am a multiple planner user, so this is not the only planner I will use, but this would be like my hub planner. And so for that reason, this is very much a where I would use the majority of my planner overview. So of course, I have Franken planned right now with the last 3 months of this year, so I'm going to skip past them. And as we enter into the 2020 year, you have this great year at a glance overview, 2 year at a glance overview if you look at 2021. And what I like to do, there's different uses for everyone that everyone has, is I like to go through and take the little stickers like these. I actually picked these up at the Erin Condren store. They are colorful circles, metallic stickers. And what I like to use them for, there's not very many in this pack, but that's all right. So it kind of depends on what you're planning to use them for. I picked these up, like I said, from Erin Condren, but if you have, I know there's like lots of places online like Chrissy Ann Designs, but you just want to make sure they're like transparent and that you have them transparent. So I'll pull one off and show you. And these are a little bit thicker too. These aren't traditional size stickers, but so if you, let's say just on the 4th, you can see the number. It's hard for you to see on the video, but you can still very much see the number through there. So the biggest thing of what I like to do is go through my year and mark down important dates that maybe will occur on the year at a glance section. So you can do it with either, maybe you want to track when you get paid, maybe you want to track days that you know you're going to be out of town, or school schedules. Maybe the kids' school schedules enters into this and you know when they're heading back from breaks or when there's certain breaks in place. Just really an overview glance at your entire year. And it really just helps, for me at least, it really just helps me to see and understand how things are really going to work out for the year. So because I am self-employed and I don't have a lot of that consistency with paychecks or different things like that, pardon my dogs, they're going to start barking again. But because we don't have a lot of that, some of this is more subjective for us. But for me, it's still important. There's lots of dates and different things that are still important for me to mark down. And I do like to see when theoretical paydays would come in or how things would flow, and vacation schedules and school schedules and different things like that would work. So to start, the way I'm going to teach you how to do this is take a little sheet of paper. This will be great size, so I'm just going to move this out of the way for a moment. And think of the things that you would want to track on this piece of paper. So, maybe your payday schedules, maybe a school schedule, maybe a bill schedule. Let's think, maybe a work schedule. Some of you that work like very consistent work, maybe you have certain days that, like weeks that you get off every single week. You're a teacher or something like that, that you know exactly, specifically what you want to track when you go into breaks or when you go into different things. There's lots of different things among family visiting, like different things that you might know ahead of time what you're going to want to do. So take a little piece of paper like this. First, write them down. Make this completely trash like this. Just once you write it down, get out of your head. Decide what you actually want to put. I would write down anything that you think is tracking worthy and decide what you want to put down. Once you have that list on paper, take it and look at your year overview, look at your sticker colors, and assign a color to each activity. So, paydays might be green. You might put blue for travel schedules or vacation schedules. Maybe you do pink for the kids getting out of school. Whatever you want to do, I would recommend just trying to keep them as different as possible so you can really truly understand what the colors are when they represent. And then go through each month and just plop them down where they might apply. In any case, like birthdays for me, I want to remember birthdays. I might use this dark blue color and remember that I have a special birthday on the 15th of January and the 28th. Now, what I will say is these are the perfect size for doing things like this, but there is a little bit of overlap, so you do have to be really careful where you put them down. Not enough to worry about, but just as you're kind of preparing for that. And continue just to put down any birthdays that might be of interest or concern that you might want to remember, whatever it might be. So as you go through your year, when you're looking at certain months and you're planning out your months, when you get that month overview schedule, when you're looking at your monthly planner and you're deciding, okay, January, what do I have to do? And you can kind of just briefly refer to this to see what's up. It's going to really help you to be productive and be more transparent in what you're doing and really help keep you on task. So the most important thing though is once you assign a color, taking that little sticker, putting it next to a piece and saying, okay, now that I know that this is, this is birthdays, then just taking that down and just writing birthdays. So you know what that color represents. And so now that you know what color that represents, you just continue to make your key down the line. Obviously, I have put this on this little piece of paper, but there's lots of different options as far as that. You can actually write it in once you know, put it in up at the top. So you know what each thing represents. You can go across the bottom or the margins. You could do it on 2021 since you may not want to use that. You could actually incorporate just a little piece of paper next to it so you can see what it is. However you want to do it, sticky notes. I would try to find something that does stay more current just in case you were to forget the color or what it means. But all the way around, this is a great way to see what your overview looks like. It's very common in budget planning. I'm going to plan to use this in my budget planner, and that's going to really be helpful. But I have used this a long time for tracking different things, and now I feel like it's time to actually start using for planning things. So I really wanted to embrace it. It's here for a reason. It's been used for lots of different purposes, not just to be a page in your planner that you never open to, but to be something that you can look at and say, okay, this makes sense. This is what I'm going to say yes to because I know I have availability. This is what I can say yes to because I know I got paid the day before and I know I'll have funds to be able to go play and do whatever I want to do. Whatever the situation is, this is a really good place to start to look at your month before, look at your year, plan out your months so your weeks run smoothly. This can be the place to go ahead and do it. And what I'll say is for those of you who are like more self-employed and industrious, take take it and actually plan out events that you want to host or things that you want to do in advance so you know exactly what you're doing. And it will really help you. It will help things run smoother. It will help things run smoother in a lot of different ways. But the other thing I want to say is make sure you find your hub that you're actually planning to use and not just any planner that you may not look at. Try to put it in the planner if you're a multiple planner girl. Try to put it in a planner that you can look in more often, more frequently, that it will get your attention more frequently, and that you're not just going to forget about. So that would be my advice on that. Now, once you have completed your year at a glance, if you think you're going to use it more often, you can keep these stickers with you. These are, again, it depends on where you want to pick up your stickers, but I always think it's a good idea to keep them handy in case you add to them. But of course, if you buy multiples of them, then you can also do the same in your monthly and maybe write out a certain day since you know what these tasks mean. Maybe you reflect them correctly in your monthly and the same thing in your weekly. So, obviously have fun with it, make it your own, but The biggest thing you want to do when you're doing this is to find transparent ones that you can see the date through, not ones that cover up the date completely, because that could confuse you. I've done it before and it's confused me. Or you can do it with like a pen and circle them. That works too if you don't want to find the stickers. I think visually the stickers work better for me. Again, I picked these up from Erin Condren. I don't know that these are the cheapest place you can get them. I don't know that they're the most expensive place you can get them. And they even show on the back, obviously this, it's an Erin Condren planner, but they even show on the back, how it's used paydays and vacation days, and they did the same exact thing. So it is literally for productivity, to coordinate your life, to color code it, to make it seamless for you. I will be using these in my Erin Condren budget planner and also in my happy planner, and it should help keep me on task really, really well. So I'm really excited about it. Well, all right, everyone. I hope that that was a helpful video topic and that you would utilize this in your next coming spreads. If you're part of my Facebook group, share your photos on there. I'd love to see how you use them and what you use them for and the categories you use them for. And you can also leave that information in the comments as well. I would love to know from you how exactly you use them. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Again, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, click the link on the screen. See you soon.